Welcome back to the PD Coding Hub Explainer series. Look, if you want to become a data analyst, you absolutely need to master Python. In our last explainer, we crushed dictionaries together, and today we're taking the perfect next step. We are diving into tuples and sets. These two structures are literal game changers for real-world Python projects. Learning this consistently is exactly how you become job ready, so grab your notes and let's jump right in.
Right off the bat, you're probably thinking, okay, why do I actually need to learn tuples and sets? Like, if we already have lists, why are we adding more tools to the toolkit? What is the real-world value here for your career?
Well, here is the absolute truth. Cleaning data securely is exactly how you land a job in data analytics, period. Companies absolutely do not want analysts who accidentally overwrite crucial data, right? And they definitely don't want you leaving duplicate records sitting around in some massive data set. Tuples and sets are your secret weapons for keeping data safe and perfectly clean.
Section 1. Tuples. Secure your data. Think of a tuple as the locked vault of Python data storage. And the absolute most important word you need to remember here is immutable. Seriously, lock that into your brain. It's a must-know term for technical interviews. Immutable just means a data structure literally cannot be changed after it is created. Once that vault is locked, it's locked.
Now visually, it's actually super simple to spot. A tuple is very similar to a list, but notice the syntax difference here. On the right, our standard list uses square brackets, but on the left, our tuple uses round brackets. Parentheses. Round brackets mean tuple, square brackets mean list. It is a tiny visual tweak, but it completely changes how Python handles your data. So how do we actually get the data out of this locked vault? Well, we use indexing, exactly like we do with lists. I'm learning with you here, so let's walk through it step by step. We've got a tuple called numbers with 10, 20, 30, and 40. Remember, Python always starts counting at 0. So if we print numbers index 0, boom, the output is 10. If we print numbers index 2, we skip 0, skip 1, and land on index 2, giving us 30. Super beginner friendly.
But wait, here's where that vault locks down tight. What happens if we try to actually change a value? If we take that same tuple and say numbers index 1 equals 50, Python stops us in our tracks. We get an error. And honestly, this is a brilliant feature, not a bug. Because tuples are immutable, Python is strictly protecting your data from being accidentally modified.
Which brings us to where this is actually used in real jobs. You use tuples when your data absolutely should not change. Think fixed records, like a company's founding year. Or map coordinates. Obviously, you don't want latitude and longitude randomly shifting around in your database. Or secure data, like this employee record. Pa1, age 25, data analyst. Using a tuple means nobody is accidentally changing his job title or age while running a script. It's totally secure.
All right, Section 2. Sets. Clean duplicate data.
We are shifting from the locked vault to what I call the duplicate killer. Just like immutable was our keyword for tuples, the magic word for sets is unique. A set is a structure that stores only one instance of a value, meaning if you feed it messy real-world data, duplicates are automatically tossed out. It's literally a built-in data cleaner.
Check out the curly braces we use to create a set here. We input the numbers 10, 20, 30, 10, and 20. But look at that output. Python acts like total magic. It spots the second 10 and the second 20, realizes they are duplicates, and just deletes them. The output is just 10, 20, 30. It's clean, it's efficient, and it took 0 extra code from you.
Now let's try manipulating this together. Step 1, to add a value, you just use the .add method. Numbers.add50 pops that right in. Step 2, to take something out, use .remove. Numbers.remove20 gets rid of it completely. Step 3, just like with lists, you can easily loop through a set. For num and numbers, print num. It is incredibly practical and super easy to manage on the fly.
But whoa, pause right here. I have got to give you a massive warning about a super common beginner mistake. Because sets automatically remove duplicates and handle data in their own unique way, they do not have a fixed order. Therefore, sets do not support indexing. If you try to ask Python for numbers index 0 on a set, you are going to get an error. Just remember this. If you need a specific order, use a list or a tuple. If you just need unique, squeaky clean data, use a set.
Section 3. Real-world data cleaning.
So how does this actually look on the job? Well, imagine you pull a massive list of customer locations, but the data is filthy. You've got Bangalore showing up multiple times. By simply passing that dirty data into a set, and notice those curly braces again, the output is instantly clean. Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi. That duplicate Bangalore is completely gone. This one simple trick literally saves data analysts hours of manual checking. It's an absolute must-know.
Section 4. Your practice task. All right, it's time for the Mentor's Challenge. We've covered the locked vault of tuples and the duplicate killing power of sets. Are you ready to test your skills? Actively practicing like this is the only way this stuff actually sticks for your interviews and your daily job tasks. Let's see what you've got.
I want you to take a look at these two blocks of code. First, we have a variable called colors using curly braces with red, blue, green, and red. If I print colors, what exactly is the output going to be? Second, we have a variable called marks using round brackets with 85, 90, and 95. If I print marks index 1, what's the output there? Think about immutability, think about unique values, and think about indexing.
If you figured it out, go down to the comments right now and type tuple set done. Let's get a real streak going. And hey, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep building that data analytics career of yours. In our next explainer, we are going to tackle Python if-else statements. But until then, I'll leave you at this. Knowing how easily you can secure and clean information now, what massive dirty data set are you gonna conquer first? Catch you in the next class.